Closed captioning for Inside Southeastern Football is made possible by North Oaks Health Systems for over 50 years. You are the reason we're here.
A handoff to Rasheed Harrell, breaks it. He's going to score. Nobody's going to catch Rasheed Harrell. And fires on the out route. Kepley's got it. Turns upfield. His tightrope to sideline. Touchdown. First turnover of the ball game goes to Southeastern.
Then it's straight drop. Looks at Smiley's got him this time. And touchdown, Southeastern Louisiana, 65 yards.
Hello there and welcome to this episode of Inside Southeastern Football with head coach Ron Roberts, presented by Chick-fil-A of Hammond, as we come to you from the Santa Fe Cattle Company right here at Hammond Square. I want to thank them for being our host this week for our program. And at this point of the show, welcome to the show, our head football coach, Coach Ron Roberts. Coach, thanks for being here. And bye week, no game this week. You look relaxed. You look ready to get back for the end of the season.
Yeah, I think we used our bye week smart. I think our kids are rested up. They're healed up. They got a chance to focus a little more on academics, get in the weight room, and looking forward to the second stretch of the season.
For our fans that are watching this week, they're saying, well, what are y'all going to talk about this week? There's no games. We're going to take a look back at the season as a whole to this point and get you ready for the end of the year. And also, we're going to talk with Larry Heimel later on in the program as he will introduce our Hall of Fame inductees for this weekend against Houston Baptist, and we'll break down Houston Baptist at the end of the program. But, Coach, let's get to the highlights first. We're going to start and take a look at the non-conference schedule, how it started out this year in 2014. Well, it seems like forever ago, but the season started off at home against Jacksonville University. Started the season off with a big touchdown by Xavier Roberson. And, Coach, I don't think our fans realize how good of a win this was at the time. This is a ball club that's 7-2 right now, played really well in this first game of the year.
Yeah, they're a good football team. You saw some familiar things there, obviously, with Xavier Roberson taking the ball in the end zone. Dylan Bozier taking a long pass there, 90-some yards from Brian Bennett.
This is a game that actually saw some rain on the opening night of the season, too, against Jacksonville. Defense played really well in this one, as their quarterback had thrown for a lot of yards a year ago, has thrown for a lot of yards this year. Defense made big plays, turnovers. Michael Eugene scoop and score for a touchdown.
Huge play down there, and obviously they're backed up. A big hit by Jordan Batiste, and then scoop and score by Michael Eugene.
And then this was Brian's first long touchdown run of the season. He's already got 13 rushing touchdowns on the season. That was the first one there in the first ball game of the year.
Big-time play, great run by a tremendous athlete. Set the tone and sealed that one up.
Lions win big in the opening game of the season, 44-3 against Jacksonville. And like I said, Jacksonville is a team that's currently sitting at 7-2, have a very good chance to win their league, and will probably be in the playoffs. In week 2, you remain home. You took on Southern Utah, the Thunderbirds, out of the Big Sky Conference, and this one got started with a bang, Coach.
Yeah, huge play there. Drew Masita and a little Robert coverage. He's watching the quarterback there, reads the slant, steps in front, big pick, big run back. Huge way to start a game. Again, the opponent came in here that was a top 25 team the year before, went to the playoffs. A very good football team, very good defensive ball club.
This is a club that's had some bad luck this year. Maybe not bad luck, but they've played possibly the hardest schedule in the country in FCS football, a very challenging schedule. They had a big win a week ago, though.
Yeah, they got a very tough schedule. I mean, they're still a very good football team and have the ability to beat obviously anybody on their schedule. You guys see a big run there by Xavier Roberson again, and Ryan Adams doing what he's done multiple times this year, obviously knocked one in.
This was a big play right before the half to stretch it out a little bit against Southern Utah to make it a 17-0 lead at halftime. Great play by Devontae Scott. That was kind of to make it 20-7, but that was a kind of a preview of what we've seen from Devontae all year.
Yeah, I think Devontae's had a great year. He's been a big play guy for us, and you see him come right back there again with a huge catch across the middle, 30.
Then Brian would take it in for another rushing touchdown. He's having a tremendous year running the football. Second in FCS in rushing touchdowns. And Lions win big, 41-14, really stretched this one out in the second half. Coach, you start the year out 2-0.
2-0 at a point. We put up 500 yards of offense first game, 476 there in the second game. Looking for some big things to come here. And then obviously we're getting the playing game. And I thought early off we're playing really well on the defense side of the ball. Big stop there by Caleb Muse. A.J. Bowen.
Lions stepped up and took on an FBS opponent here. Had a big sack by Tyler Stoddard there, turned the Tulane Green Wave away. Played pretty well in this game, fell behind early, fought back in the fourth quarter, but made some big plays, and we're in it right to the end.
Yeah, you see a big scramble there by Brian to keep the chains moving. We had big plays. Just I said, there was obviously mistakes in that ball game as well that we couldn't overcome. Big play there by Jordan Batiste, tackle for loss. And there's Devontae Scott again. You see him across the middle, catch a big play, and then obviously making yards after the catch, which he's done numerous times throughout this season.
See Brian then throw a touchdown pass to Jeremy Myers. Great touch, great catch for the touchdown. Got back in this one in the fourth quarter and had a chance to win down the stretch.
Yeah, we had the ball late and they had an opportunity to win it. Didn't. And I thought it was a good learning opportunity for our football team. And I thought, again, we played a very good football team on the road.
Then you go on the road, another long trip to Southeast Missouri State. And this is one that you would have the lead and then they would get the lead, and just kind of a back-and-forth game all night.
Yeah, back-and-forth game. It was a game also coming off the Tulane loss. I thought we'd play a little better than we did. We were, obviously in the ball game. I thought Southeast Missouri played very well. We had some missed opportunities there, where we settle for field goals. If you get 7 points on the board, this game pulls away and it's a little out of hand. And we let them hang around in this thing long enough to where they believed they had a chance to win it, and all they had to do was down and execute the last drive.
They had a big crowd on hand this night as we see a little trick play here for a touchdown. One of the few trick plays we've seen this year, though, out of your club, and that one worked to perfection. Yeah,
Cole LeBlanc gets Jeremy Myers there for the touchdown. Close ball game. They win the ball on the last drive.
Coach, the season started out with your non-conference schedule. You had 4 games, 2 at home, 2 on the road. You split them. You went 2-2 to start the year, exactly where you were in 2013 at this point of the year.
Yeah, at this point, again, early in the season, what you want to make sure you're doing, you're getting better every week. You want to make sure you're learning from the mistakes you do make. And if you do that, everything's always a positive.
Well, we're going to go ahead and take a break. When we come back, we'll take a look at the games in conference play. As you can see, the Lions would explode when they got to Southland Conference play right here on Inside Southeastern Football. Head coach Ron Roberts, presented by Chick-fil-A of Hammond.
Introducing our new grilled chicken nuggets. Hungry for more? Go to grilledlove.com. Introducing our new grilled chicken nuggets. Hungry for more? Go to grilledlove.com.
Inside Southeastern Football with Coach Ron Roberts is supported by Louisiana First Choice Auto Auction, located in Southeastern's hometown of Hammond, Louisiana. Louisiana's First Choice Auto Auction is a dealer-only auto auction locally owned by John Poteet. For more information on Louisiana First...
Introducing our new grilled chicken nuggets. Hungry.
Your eyesight is so important, and when it comes to your eye care, let the friendly staff at the Bond Roten Eye Clinic care for you. Doctors Hunter Bond and Chris Roten, along with their staff of trained doctors, are committed to providing every patient with quality care. The Bond Roten Eye Clinic has the latest medical technology and eye care to help you, the patient. With over 14 years of experience, the Bond Roten Eye Clinic has 3 locations to serve you, with offices in Denham Springs, Hammond, and Amite. So if it's a checkup, glasses, or LASIK surgery, you need to visit the Bond Roten Eye Clinic. For more information on the clinic, please visit bondroteneyeclinic.com.
Inside Southeastern Football is made possible by Hammond Nursing Home. Since 1974, owner Ray Knockan has worked to make Hammond Nursing Home this area's premier nursing home. Knockan, a football standout for the Lions in 1952 and 1953, played under legendary coach Stan Galloway. And in 1958, Ray Knockan graduated from Southeastern and married the love of his life, Miss Ruth Knockan. For almost 40 years now, the Knockan family has worked to make Hammond Nursing Home an exciting senior living community, offering everything you need and want in retirement living, including social programs, activities, rehabilitation, and nursing programs. Hammond Nursing Home offers a full range of assisted care and services for seniors. For more information on Hammond Nursing Home, please visit hammondnursinghome.net. or call area code 985-542-1200. For seniors, for more information on Hammond Nursing Home, please visit hammondnursinghome.net.
The 2014 Southland Conference football lineup. With the regular season winding down, it's time for a Southland showdown between the Pokes and Lions. Saturday at 3 on the Southland Television Network.
Welcome back to Inside Southeastern Football with head coach Ron Roberts, presented by Chick-fil-A of Hammond, as we come to you right here from the Santa Fe Cattle Company at Hammond Square. The Lions were 2-2 as they headed into their conference schedule. Let's check out how those games played out to where we are right now. You go into the Incarnate Word game, you're 2-2 on the year, your first conference game, and you have a monster ball game in this one. Put up big offensive numbers, play well on defense, and really get back on track.
Yeah, I thought Incarnate Word had a very good defensive ball club, and offensively we just came out firing all cylinders early, clicked early, and just scored at will and continued to put points on the board.
This really got your team back on track. Played really well in this game on the road. Long trip to San Antonio, Texas. It was a flight, and just made big plays. And all kind of guys made plays in this one.
Yeah, this is
Bennett.
Yep, a huge punt return here by Jarrell Bennett. Their punter was a monster leg. Had a great night punting. We finally got a hold of one and got a chance to return it back against them.
You can see the score there in the third quarter. It was 49-7. Really played well, and this is a team that has improved over last year into this year. They've been playing good football here of late. So this was a big win on the road. Really played well.
Yeah, they I don't know. They came up short on several games, but they've been a competitive ball club stepping into our conference. Big pick there at the end of the game, Ryan Seegers. It's really great to see young guys step up and make huge plays. DeShay Lander's going to come in and get some snaps. We got a chance to, obviously, on the road to clear the bench and get everybody in the football game. And those are always great opportunities for those young guys to get experience.
Lions set a school record for rushing touchdowns in this ball game, beating Incarnate Word on the road 63-7. Moved to 3-2 and 1-0 in conference play. You come home, you have a solid gold Saturday, coach, against a good Northwestern team that was coming off of an upset victory against Louisiana Tech, and that's a great highlight to show to start of this game, because Denzel Thompson owned the demons.
Yeah, he had a monster game. This with a couple interceptions, huge plays. Really, it was a spark for us on the defense side of the football against a very tough Northwest Demon football team. Huge thing, we blocked several kicks in this ball game.
Denzel, once again, I think he blocked it and fielded it on that one and had a big play there. And then Brian was a nice hookup over the middle to Jeff Smiley, and the offense got going.
I think offense got going. We had some huge, obviously there's a kick there by Ryan Adams, 50-yarder. I thought that, again, especially in the third quarter, we kind of pull away, and then Northwestern State does some things to get back in this ball game and make it a tight one. But huge play there, open up the second half by Isaiah Corbett. Pick six, takes it back in. Second linebacker, obviously, for the season to have a pick six at that point. Huge play on the defense side of the football, which they've done basically all season long.
Yeah, you know, you're right. This was kind of a deceiving game. This was a game you led 30-8 in the fourth quarter. They would get back in the game. This is kind of a desperation shot at the end, and you would pick it off to seal the game. They would get an onside kick in this game, but game not as close to the score maybe ended up.
No, they're a very good Northwest Demon team. I mean, I thought that they're a very good defensive ball club. I thought offensively they had a lot of weapons, quarterback, tailback, several receivers, the Egan kid. Very good win conference game.
So the Lions moved to 4-2 overall at this point, 2-0 in Southland Conference play. You go on the road to Lamar, and in this game, Coach, your rushing attack would explode. The biggest rushing performance in Southeastern football history.
Yeah, huge game. Defensively, again, I thought they played really well. Got a lot of pressure on the quarterback. It was big, and Barry's a great quarterback in our conference. He's leading the conference in passing. And sometimes you look back on it to find out how really good that performance that was. And Lamar's got a tremendous passing attack, tremendous offense. And defensively, I mean, offensively, we broke down some huge plays in the second half to really ice this thing and pull away huge.
I think explosive plays would kind of be the theme of this one. You had several explosive plays in this one to pull away in the second half.
No doubt. You're going to have also big runs by Xavier Roberson, Brian Bennett, Jeff Smiley. Big pass there to Devontae Scott down the sidelines. Offensively, again, was making some very explosive plays in the run game and in the pass game.
So as you can see, Lions, big win against Lamar, 484 yards rushing. That was a school record. And, Coach, at this point, you won 3 in a row, 3-0 in Southland Conference play.
Yeah, we did it several times in some explosive fashion, running the football, which is what we like.
Come back home against Central Arkansas, a team that had been playing well. They jump on top early. Brian comes right down the field with a rushing touchdown. He tied the game at 7. This was a very good game, back and forth at home at Strawberry Stadium.
I thought Central Arkansas was a very good football team. Big play across the middle there, Jeff Smiley. I thought it was a defensive battle early. After we settle in, there's scores on both sides, and it kind of settles in, on the both defenses do.
Cody Sutton probably had his best game of the year in this one against Central Arkansas, running the football physically and making some catches out of the backfield, over 100 all-purpose shots.
He had some monster runs, huge catch right there. You see a highlight down the sidelines and a little wheel route out the back end. But he had probably the biggest thing was his runs in the second half, and keeping that offense moving and controlling the line of scrimmage.
Xavier Roberson would take it in from short yardage to take the lead back against Central Arkansas, 14-10. This was a game that had a lot of offense in the first quarter, then the defense has really settled in this one. There you go, Cody Sutton, a lot of big runs in this one.
Great read at the line of scrimmage by Cody, making the right read there on the zone play. Busts it out, takes it down inside the 10-yard line.
And this was a third down play, and Brian used his athleticism and gets it in the end zone, make it 27-17. Brian would have a long run in this one to kind of cap it later in the ball game. And you win by 17 at home against a good Central Arkansas team. You go to 4-0 in conference play. Well, Coach, we just watched the highlights from our conference games, other than the Stephen F. Austin game, because that was on last week's show. But right now you're 4-1 in conference play. You have 3 big conference games left, and if you win out, you'll be Southland Conference champs.
Yeah, we're sitting in a great spot actually for November. What you want is obviously be in November and an opportunity to win it, and I'm looking forward to come off a bye week. I think our guys are sitting at a perfect spot right now to make our best run.
Coach, I'm sure our fans want to know, when you go into a bye week, you want to try to heal up. Is your team pretty healthy right now for this stretch run?
Yeah, I think we are. I think we're real healthy. I think we came at a good time. We had 9 games there in a stretch that were physical football games, tough games, and we need this not just physically but mentally as a break.
All right, let's take a break. When we come back, we'll have more right here on Inside Southeastern Football with head coach Ron Roberts, presented by Chick-fil-A of Hammond.
Moving forward, it is very important that everyone here understand the severity of this.
Now 1 Charlie, 7 November, Roger, thank you.
Introducing our new grilled chicken nuggets. Hungry for more? Go to grilledlove.com.
Inside Southeastern Football with Coach Ron Roberts is supported by Louisiana First Choice Auto Auction, located in Southeastern's hometown of Hammond, Louisiana. Louisiana's First Choice Auto Auction is a dealer-only auto auction locally owned by John Poteet. For more information on Louisiana First Choice Auto Auction or their upcoming charity golf tournament, please visit www.lafcaa.com or visit Louisiana First Choice Auto Auction on Facebook and Twitter.
Rendy's Quick Stop, located just outside the gates of Southeastern on University Drive, has everything you need in a convenience store. If you're looking for a quick snack or a full-service cold drink fountain, hot food to go from Champ's Chicken and Fish 2, or an ice-cold beer, make sure you visit Rendy's Walk-In Beer Cooler. Rendy's also has a huge selection of import and domestic wine. So whether you're running low on gas or whether you just want to pick up lunch or supper to go, visit Rendy's Quick Stop. Rendy's accepts Lions Lanyap for Southeastern students. Rendy's Quick Stop, a proud supporter of Southeastern football.
Welcome back to Inside Southeastern Football with head coach Ron Roberts, presented by Chick-fil-A of Hammond, as we come to you right here from Santa Fe at Hammond Square. Katie Morris recently did a story on 3 sets of siblings that all play athletics at Southeastern. Here's the story.
Only 1 out of every 100 high school athletes get the chance to play a Division I collegiate sport. It takes drive, determination, perseverance, and a bit of good timing. For 99 out of every 100 aspiring high school athletes, that lightning strike to the next level never occurs, as many are called but few are chosen. But for a handful of families, that lightning sometimes strikes twice.
I'm Taylor, I play offensive line, and this is my brother. I'm Travis, I also play offensive line, and this is my brother.
Meet 6 Southeastern student athletes who all have one unique thing in common. They compete alongside their siblings. Brothers Taylor and Travis Romero are an O-line duo from Manville, Texas. Identical twins Andrew and Matt Bruyette run cross country. And Jen Babcock, senior and captain on the Lady Lions soccer team, plays next to her younger sister, freshman Lauren Babcock. Throughout their years of competition, many collegiate athletes develop a sibling-like bond with their teammates.
I feel like athletes just together should just like feel closer, like family.
But what is it really like to compete alongside your brother or sister? I sat down with all 6 athletes to find out just what one could expect. First, your sibling will always have your back, even when your alarm clock doesn't.
I can, look forward to Matt waking me up since I sleep through my alarms all the time.
I'm the responsible one.
But they'll also be there to check your ego.
I mean, everybody knows I'm the better looking one.
With a sibling by your side, practices might be a bit tougher.
As a captain, the first time I really yelled at her, you feel kind of bad, because that's your sister.
But the victories are also a bit sweeter.
I mean, winning a championship is always sweet, but at the same time, it's something that you can share with your family and not just tell them about it because you got somebody in your family that's actually felt that experience.
Their experiences at Southeastern will last a lifetime. Experiences filled with some rivalry, wins, losses, tears, and laughter, but mostly love. Love for the game and love for each other.
It's been really cool. It's like once in a lifetime sort of thing.
Thanks, Katie. A tremendous job as always. And now joined on the set is former SID and longtime Lions supporter, Mr. Larry Heimel. Larry, thanks for stopping by and spending some time with us. It's Hall of Fame weekend, and I know you have some things to tell us about this weekend.
It's a big weekend for us, and we always honor some of our ex-athletes. And this week we have 2 of our better former athletes coming in to be honored. First of all is Amelia Arnodovska. I get it wrong every time. I keep trying to spell it out. And, of course, Wade Miley. And along with that, we have a reception at the University Center on Saturday. This year it starts about 11 o'clock, and we'll have a program where we formally introduce the 2 inductees, along with all the other Hall of Fame members that show up, and also a representative of our deceased Hall of Fame members. That's something that I've worked real hard on to keep alive the memory of the people that have been so significant in Southeastern history, and this year we'll have about 12 representatives of our deceased Hall of Fame people. I'm really pleased with that.
That's that's awesome to see all those people come back here to Southeastern. So many people that's made Southeastern athletics what they are. You talked about Amelia Arnodovska and what she's done here for Southeastern on the tennis court, and then everybody knows Wade Miley, not only because of Southeastern, but he's local product from LaRonger. There ought to be a big contingency of Miley fans. Wade Miley, now a pitcher for the Arizona Diamondbacks, has done a tremendous job. Was a first-round draft pick out of Southeastern, and I would expect a big crowd this weekend to see him go in.
Oh, I think so too, because he's allowed to bring so many to the reception. We've got a full house on that, and I'm sure a lot more will be turning out to visit with them and see him at the ball game. And we also at halftime, we also always give them their official Hall of Fame plaque, which that'll be done at halftime. One other Hall of Fame note: 2 of my more recent inductees will be serving as honorary captains for this ball game, Donald Dykes and Felton Huggins. And they've both been in the last couple years. In fact, Felton was last year, could not make it because of the coaching duties that he had. But both of those guys are available this Saturday, and they will serve as our honorary captains for Hall of Fame.
Larry, I want to get you to tell our fans real quick, over at the University Center, I don't know if a lot of people had a chance to go over and check that thing out. The Hall of Champions, where all the Hall of Fame members, their plaques are, it is a sight to see. A tremendous job putting that thing together.
It really was, and it's a kind of a brainstorm of our former athletic director, Joel Erdman, and he got it started and asked that it be completed, and it's been fantastic. We had the grand unveiling about 5 years ago when we unveiled all the plaques, and also the academic All-Americans are there. So you got a good array of, and also just the regular All-American people. So we got a big wall with all the pictures and everything, and right across from it on the other side of the hall is all the trophy cases for all the different sports. And it's aptly named the Hall of Champions because that's exactly what it is. And if you ever go by the University Center, it's worth just passing around for a few minutes.
If you know anything about Southeastern athletics, you know that Larry Heimel has had a lot to do with it over the years here for Southeastern. Thank you for stopping by and spending some time with us. We look forward to seeing Hall of Fame weekend this weekend. Amelia Arnodowska and Wade Miley go in as our Hall of Fame inductees here in 2014. Let's take a break. When we come back, Coach Roberts will be back on set, and we'll break down the game against Houston Baptist right here on Inside Southeastern Football with head coach Ron Roberts, presented by Chick-fil-A of Hammond.
Introducing our new grilled chicken nuggets. Hungry for more? Go to grilledlove.com.
Great food and casual dining you crave? Then try the Santa Fe Cattle Company. Santa Fe Cattle has become one of the nation's fastest growing restaurants. With over 14 years of cooking great food, Santa Fe provides customers with a unique blend of perfectly aged USDA choice steaks, ribs, fajitas, all made fresh daily from scratch and served in a comfortable casual atmosphere. With over 30 entrees on the menu to choose from, there is something at Santa Fe Cattle Company for everyone. So come out and capture the authentic flavors of the Southwest delivered right to your table. We guarantee you'll love your Santa Fe experience. To find the nearest location, please visit SantaFeCattle.com. Santa Fe Cattle Company, real, fresh, fun. Welcome back to Inside Southeastern Football with head coach Ron Roberts, presented by Chick-fil-A of Hammond. As we're right here at Santa Fe Cattle Company, as you can see, they brought us out some chicken and steak fajitas. They're sizzling here, so we're going to get to that in just a moment. But, Coach, first, this weekend your team's back in action. You're at home against Houston Baptist, another Southland Conference matchup in a 3 o'clock kickoff.
Oh, yeah, it's always great to play at Strawberry Stadium. We're excited to be back and play in front of our home crowd, home fans. I know they'll be outstanding, especially for a Hall of Fame game. That'll be great. And Houston Baptist has got a young team, obviously. Their startup program. They have played, again, kind of up and down what you do with young players. But at times they've looked outstanding, and at times they made those freshman mistakes and those young team mistakes.
We just talked to Larry Heimel, and he told us about Amelia Arnodowska and also Wade Miley going into the Hall of Fame. It's always special when you see former athletes going to the Southeastern Hall of Fame.
Oh, yeah, no doubt. It's exciting to have them here and obviously get them inducted to the Hall of Fame. And hopefully we're making sure if I think Wade still has a year of eligibility left in football, so when he's done, when he gets off that mound, we'll see if we can get him back in here for a year.
No doubt about it. As that's going to do it for us, as just a reminder, 3 o'clock kickoff this Saturday at Strawberry Stadium. It's supposed to be beautiful weather. Bring your family, coming out and enjoy a great day of college football. That's going to do it for us. For Coach Ron Roberts, I'm Alan Waddell. See you next week. Closed captioning for Inside Southeastern Football is made possible by North Oaks Health Systems for over 50 years. You are the reason we're here.